Spooky, spooky.
That translates to hi, I'm Ilya, right? And I'm Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we're here with you with some Halloween spooky game recommendations.
Shimmer.
That's not Halloween.
Oh.
Halloween is... Whoa.
Oh.
What's your Halloween?
Woo.
Well, we love board games. We also love Halloween. We even wore orange
Pumpkins.
and black.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are Halloween national colors.
Halloween colors.
International.
Yeah.
National.
I guess we could have dressed up.
We still might.
Maybe we will. Psych! We're not dressing up. We are here today, though, to talk to you about 5 Halloween games that you might be interested in playing that we've recently come across.
And hey, if it's not Halloween, these are still spooky games to get you spooked.
Spooky, spooky.
In no particular order, we thought we'd pick 5 that are pretty different from each other.
Yes.
So they appeal to every type of gamer. So hopefully one of these will appeal to you.
Exactly.
But probably not all of them.
Well, maybe all of them. Who knows?
Who knows? But we'll start it off. I'll go first. Do you love cats? Do you love strategically getting into your player's mind and you're looking for a 2-player game? Well, I have a boop for you.
It's literally called Boop.
Boop. So there was a boop and now there is a boop. Because this one has Halloween hat on.
Yeah.
It's
And
a witch.
if you've ever played the original Boop, there's obviously some differences that come along with this one, and you get to play it with a little ghost cat.
A little ghost cat.
Yeah.
Well, Boop is designed by Scott Brady and is published by Smirk and Dagger. And in this game, your goal is to get 3 grown-up cats in a row. How you'll do this is you'll start off by placing kittens with either pumpkins, or the other player will have witch hats.
Yeah.
And once you get 3 in a row of those kittens, they'll be upgraded to cats. Now, once you get those 3 cats in a row, then you win. Sounds simple? Well, there's a boop mechanism where if you place a cat and it's touching other cats around, it'll boop them across.
Boop, boop, boop.
So, and that's the original boop game. That's the description. Now, what the Halloween boo variant has is there's ghost cats.
Ghost cats that scare away the other cats.
Exactly. At the end of your turn, you can place one of the ghost cats on the stitching, so they don't actually occupy a space. And then they'll move along every one of your turns.
Yeah.
And if they come across and there's cats on either side, they'll boop them.
Boop, boop, boop.
And they actually break some of the rules. Before, if you were in a row, you couldn't be booped. But now they boop you to the end of the line.
Exactly.
Because the cats are just very scared. Because ghost cats and cats?
Yeah. Put like a video compilation of the cats like jumping up way too high because they're too scared of whatever it is that they're seeing right now.
That's a very cat thing to do. I do that too. I can jump 8 meters if I'm scared.
No.
I can't?
No.
You've never seen me because you don't scare me.
Oh, well, that's good, I suppose.
But if you enjoy 2-player games, if you enjoy getting into your opponent's mind, this is a great game to play with because it really is reading your opponent and trying to outmaneuver them.
Really
it has kind of that chess feel, and it's very cute, and the board is also a quilt.
Yeah, my favorite part about the board, or the game actually, is the fact that we're like basically trying to boop the cats off the quilt. I think that's very thematic. And yeah, if you're a 2-player savant, this is probably a great game for you, and definitely worth taking a look.
And that is Boop.
Puh.
Okay.
So now we're going to take a look at a Disney game that people are probably familiar with. Well, at least the theme and the characters.
I was not.
Tim Burton. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I've never seen this.
We should watch it because it's been a very long time since I've seen it.
It looks very cool.
Anyways, this is a 2 to 6 player game. It's basically a I don't want to say a head-to-head, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to take over specific locations by having the highest value there so that you can either collect pumpkins or presents. Those will give you a variety of different points based on the characters that you're able to choose, and there's a bit of asymmetry in the way that you're going to be battling for it. I will say that if you're looking for a game that is better at a higher player count, definitely check this one out. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of dynamic that goes on. And then of course, like, just enjoying the characters, the presence that this game brings is a lot of fun. Each deck has like special things that they can do that really fit with their character, and you end up being able to flip tokens, add tokens, remove tokens, a bunch of cool things that are very exciting to see.
I love how this game plays because of the higher player count, because you increase the amount of locations, but you're only ever worried about the location in the center and the one to the left and the right.
Yeah.
So it feels easy. You have a card of hands. You know what to do. You only have a certain amount of cards. And it's so fun to collect the tokens and the asymmetry, because Santa Claus, for example, wants presents. Where the Spooky Skeleton Man wants...
The Spooky Skeleton Man?
Yeah.
No, Jack is very special because he can like move back and forth between the points that he's getting for each of them. Yeah. So I think that's really fun. Yeah, we'll let you discover the characters, of course, but there's 6 or 7? 6. 6 characters, and they're a lot of fun to play.
And there's spooky dice.
Spooky dice. All right, that's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now, on a similar vein of a higher player count, if you want a more adult game that's, let's say, 18 plus.
Definitely an adult game.
And you want to just laugh with your friends, well, you can play Booty Call. Booty Call.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, this one's designed by Dan Stong, and it is published by Skybound Tabletop. Now, in Booty Call, you are going to be...
A medium.
No, a medium, yeah. That speaks to the ghosts. Yeah. And you're going to try to wheel and deal them, get them over to your hearts, and win them over. But
Seduce and seduce.
You're going to seduce the ghosts, the variety of raunchy ghosts that you're going to see. But generally in this game, you're going to one of the players is going to embody ghost, and everybody else is going to guess who that ghost is based on some of the what are they called?
Actions.
Seance cards?
Seance.
That word's hard to say. Yeah. And there's various questions that the ghost will be asked. They can make sounds, they can make faces, they can play charades. So it's very much you're going to laugh with your friends, you're going to try to pretend who's who, but it's first to touch the ghost. We'll get that point.
Exactly. And of course, it gives me vibes of like, almost kind of like Clue, because you basically like ask a question and then they have to answer. You can kind of like guess if you want, or you can just wait until the next person does their thing. It's pretty funny. Again, it is on the... It's an 18 plus, it's a 17 plus game, but just be wary that it is a little raunchy.
But there's a lot of puns, which are very funny. We'll show the ones that are friendly.
Yeah. And it's good to have around for like any event that you're having with like your friends over. It'd be a blast to play like with at a Halloween party, maybe that you're throwing yourself with some friends. Of course, it's a good time.
Boo!
Yeah. Would recommend, of course, playing this one at a higher player count.
Yes, another great higher player count game.
Yeah.
And that's Booty Call.
So the next game we're going to talk about is Luffy, because he's going to come into the screen. But in reality, what we're going to talk about is a game from Arcus called Dreadful Meadows.
Spooky.
This one is designed by Lucas Adam, and basically what you're going to be doing is set collecting, I would say, is the biggest mechanic for this one, but you're putting together an orchard, a candy field. Yeah,
you're confectioners.
Yeah, okay, yes. So a confectioner's field in my head is what it really is. And you're going to be building like these tiles side by side. You're going to be drafting them and spending the money that is generated by your candy fields. The best part about that is, depending on the candy you have in the fields, the more value they're worth. And then you can end up building this giant field with like loads and loads of candy. But you'll get more points for having tractors. Harvesters, which are tractors that go onto your board, and they'll help you like chain react, which is a lot of fun. You will get points for having like combos of certain types of candy. Tiles, sorry. Yes. The best part about this, though, is the asymmetry that comes with the characters. I think all of those abilities, my favorite part about this game, all of the abilities, you'll watch somebody else play it and you'll be like, wow, that's really, really good. I wish I had that. But then at the same time, like, they're over there like, wow, that's really, really good. I wish I had that.
Which is great asymmetry.
Yes, yeah. So it's a lot of fun to be able to not only play the character you're given, but then think about how you would be playing the characters that are out there.
I also find it's a very approachable game. You have one action to take. You also have reference cards that help you know what the actions you can take and what the lift off actions of the tiles are. And it flows so smoothly. It's a lot of fun, and the production quality is really high in this game, I find.
Yeah. I'm definitely not giving it as much justice as I think it deserves because it is on the heavier side. So there's a lot of complexities when it does come to actually like getting the game to the table. That being said, if you are looking for a game that is Halloween themed and more on the heavier side, Dreadful Meadows definitely worth.
Ooh, Dreadful Meadows. I hope I win a Dreadful Medal playing Dreadful Meadows.
Maybe you will.
But
yeah, that's what I would recommend.
Very spooky, and I feel like this game has a color theme that I have not seen in a lot of other games. It just has a very nice, soothing, spooky presence.
Soothing but spooky. Would you look at that?
Exactly.
That is Dreadful Meadows.
Now, the last game on our list to recommend is a twist on a classic.
A twist on a classic.
It is Miss over
Carcassonne.
Exactly. So many of you may be familiar with the game called Carcassonne. Essentially, in this game, you're placing tiles and meeples and trying to score the most points against each other.
Yes.
By placing tiles strategically. Now, what this game does is it takes the classic game of Carcassonne, but it makes it cooperative. So now we're working together. And it gives us a challenge because it introduces ghosts. And ghosts are bad.
The mists.
They're mists, yeah. If the ghosts... If you ever need to place ghosts and you don't have any, you lose. So you're trying to get to a certain score based on the level you're playing. And you're trying to deal with ghosts, which come into play as tiles come into play. You can get rid of them by completing the mist, by getting points. There's a lot of various ways. But it's that really dynamic, crunchy, cooperative feel of weighing your options on how to really make the best of the situation. What else is really fun about this game is there's different levels.
Yeah.
So there's different modules that introduce different types of tiles, tokens, time variants, how fast you're trying to score it, and it increases in difficulty as well because it does become quite challenging. And even our first play, we did the first round, we almost lost.
Yeah, we were like 3 tiles off, I think.
We didn't realize how difficult it actually was.
Because you can like run out of tiles, and then if you haven't reached your points, you're going to lose. My favorite part about this is it does take what Carcassonne does and then asks you kind of like to cooperate, of course. But I like the decision of you can close things off early to get rid of ghosts because you can always, in substitution, get rid of a certain number of ghosts on it, or
up to 3 ghosts
on a tile. Up to 3 ghosts from one single tile. Yeah. So that can be like super beneficial. Maybe you're only scoring like 2 or 3 points from it. But then you of course don't want to place a tile, score 8, and then use that to remove just 3 ghosts. Not necessarily worth it.
Or maybe Tyler will do that and I'll be mad because it's cooperative.
Yeah, who knows? But I did find it was a very, very close game. I think if you do like Carcassonne, that this is definitely a game worth trying out, especially even more so if you like cooperative games.
Yeah, I was hesitant at first because I thought it'd be like a little bit of a, let's make it cooperative Carcassonne. But it was really well done. I was very pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
I'd caution against like, what, alpha gaming is that what it's called? There's a way around it because you just like hold your tile and then you decide where to play it.
The easy way against alpha gaming is to have better friends who don't alpha game. Yeah. Or you tell them.
Okay, that. But there's an opportunity for it to happen. Like someone to be like, okay, you should probably place this tile here. So like there's a ways around it by you just like saying, I'm going to hold this tile up here and place it. Or you just don't play with alpha gamers.
Or just ask them very nicely that you want to think for yourself. Because that's also very important.
Yes. It is fun to win, but it is more about the journey.
Teamwork and camaraderie.
But that's Carcassonne. Well, Mists over Carcassonne.
Mists over Carcassonne. So those are 5 very different games that we would recommend for a Halloween night that have recently come out. They're recent releases.
Yeah, they're definitely on the newer side.
And if you want some more Halloween recommendations, we did in fact make a video last year.
We did. We did. I think.
We must have. But you can hit that link down below and check that out as well and see how our recommendations compare.
And of course, if you liked any of these games, let us know down in the comments below. Have you played them? Do you want to try them out?
Also, do you have any Halloween traditions for gaming?
Exactly.
Is there a particular game that you play? Tell us all about your Halloween journeys. Maybe you have a fun costume.
Ooh.
Maybe you don't celebrate Halloween. Because, yeah, when I lived in Russia, we didn't have Halloween.
Yeah, some people don't celebrate it. That's okay.
I like dressing up. It's fun.
But why do you have to wait until Halloween to do it, huh?
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, if you like...
Oops.
Well, if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we make weekly board game content where we usually talk about one specific game, but every now and then we do lists.
Exactly. And I just bit my tongue.
Until next time, bye!